Hi folks, this is Daryl Shergan. I have a YouTube channel called Quest for Vape, and right now I'm recording on my Logitech C920 webcam as well as my iPhone, and I'm going to try and do a picture within picture so you can see the difference in clarity. My iPhone currently takes the best video quality of any device I have. So, and its autofocus and its zoom just really stepped up my game. Recently I made another upgrade that has stepped up my game tremendously. It's the Ipro Lens system from Schneider Optics and their subdivision Century Lenses. It has really given me the ability to customize my video affordably. I'm going to show you, I had this for my iPhone 4 and that's my iPhone 6 recording right now. So this was my iPhone 4. It comes, the Ipro Lens kit is this case. See this case? Now the iPhone 4 is somewhat obsolete. I actually still have this phone. I stripped it of all the apps and everything, and now it can be used just as a good video camera. So that's Schneider Optics, SCHNEIDER optics.com. They make the lenses for the Hubble telescope, but what's special about this, do you see that aperture right here for the lens? Okay, what happens, you have this nice case, open it up, and this little kit came with a fisheye and a wide-angle lens. I'm going to put the wide-angle lens on there. It fits right over. The case was like $100. The lens kit was like $250. There's probably deals online. I don't know the exact prices of these things these days. Obviously the iPhone 4, well, you know, you may have moved on and upgraded and want to use your iPhone 4. It takes excellent quality video. It filled up. I didn't have a lot of memory on this iPhone. Otherwise I probably never would have upgraded. But that's how it fits. That's how it fits right on there. And then this little selfie stick, the case for the lenses, it goes right on there like that. So you can literally start recording. You can take stills, you can record video. How nice is that? And that's your handle. And then when you're done, you just pop the lens off and you put it away. Just like that. For a couple of $100, you take your iPhone and you turn it into a very high quality video recording device with the versatility of being able to upload, share, things like that. So I'm going to stop my iPhone and keep going with the Logitech. So when I upgraded to my iPhone, I still had my lenses. I needed a new case. The regular iPhone, there you are, and this is the case for the iPhone 6. They also make it for the 6S, the 5. So anything that comes out, and I believe they have these for Android, but I don't know. So that's my case. I want to point out a couple of things. Right here, that's whatever you want to call that. Listen, I'm not a photographer, I'm not a videographer, I don't know the technical jargon. I'm just a guy that vapes and records videos for the electronic industry, electronic cigarettes industry. And I do it with a little bit more jazz now than I used to. So this is how I screw in my tripod right in there. Right in there. There we go. This is one that I use. It's a little lopsided, but still it allows me to, yeah. So there we go. Look how nice. I'm going to show you some close-ups in a minute. And it's solid. So these are mounts. And there's a smaller one, which is for, the case has this smaller sized one. I've noticed that they come in two sizes. They come in these mounting screws for whatever tripod come in this fat size and then this smaller size. This one I like a lot because it's got these flexible, oh, yeah, there goes that one. It's got these flexible legs that I can position and wrap around stuff, and I tend to use that most of all. So there we go. I'm going to set up, and I want to do a down angle, so I'm going to go set it up like that. Oh, goes this way, just like that. Now I'm going to show you a close-up with the lenses. I'd like to now show you guys a close-up of how these lenses fit and what type of view you get. I think I can do that. I think I can do that for you. Okay, so let's begin with, if you have an iPhone 4 and you've upgraded it and you still have this, just wipe all the apps, take everything off of there that you didn't need, and you can still use it as a recording device with this the Schneider Optics lens system, the Ipro Lens system. This is the case. It just unscrews. Here's one part to it. Here's the other. So these are the two lenses that come in this case. I have a Century wide angle, and I have a fisheye. This is the one, like the small, you can customize, you can get this, they have telephoto lenses, they have all kinds of lenses, but this is all I needed. I just needed a fisheye for close-ups of things like when I do a custom build. This is the kind of thing that I would need close-ups for. So it's a personal vaporizer. Here, I'll show you. You can see it's starting to vaporize, but I'm not here to talk about vaping. That just happens to be what I have my YouTube channel on. I've used this for home movies, for vacation videos, things like that. But when I need a close-up, that's what I use it for. So that's one way to recycle your functional but no longer, well, your obsolete iPhone. There you go. That same lens will fit on, it's the case that makes it work. Same lens will fit on the iPhone 6. Okay, I'll show you a close-up of that. Ipro Lens system. It even has a nice, this actually gives me better leverage on the buttons than I had before. I was using an OtterBox before as a case. So you can get to everything you need to get to on the phone. Here's your charger port. Here's your microphone or headset port. And then you have this mounting bracket on the bottom here. It's actually the top. Then you have two sized ones here. So let's take a look. I'm going to show you, if we can on camera, let's look at for photo quality. So suppose we were to focus in, this is the wide angle. This isn't going to work out. Well, you're watching a view. Let me put something in focus. That's without the wide angle, and now this is with the wide angle. You guys could see on video there, that's the difference. I want to show you the fisheye. Fisheye is really neat for close-ups. Okay. This is the way it gets clipped in there. Just push it in, and then there you go. Can you guys see that? I don't know how clear that's going to come out, but you can really get close in with that fisheye. Now the fisheye does tend to take a pretty wide background. So that's where the macro, I find the macro lens comes in very handy for that. This is a, look at this, telephoto. Isn't that amazing? Turns my iPhone into a telephoto surveillance equipment. This is a super wide panoramic. I don't quite know the angle. I don't think it's quite 170. I think it, but it's probably around 140, 150. These are the different lenses. Here's the macro. The macro gives me a nice close-up without taking in all of the background that I don't necessarily need when I'm doing a close-up. I don't need to see what's going on across the room when I'm doing a close-up. But you can see here. Let's get this in frame. Look how nice that close-up is. Okay, so you guys get a good idea the kind of things that you can do with this Ipro lens system. Just having, these are really good lenses. The quality on them, it's a game changer for me. It really is a game changer for me. I forget what goes where. So, this is Daryl Shergan, YouTube channel Quest for Vape. Amateur. Look, I'm an amateur. I never studied any of this stuff. It's not like I went to film production school. I just decided I was going to do some cool stuff on YouTube, and some people started watching and liked that, and it started to grow. So my super wide, my telephoto, and then my macro all go in one case. There we go. It just makes your phone a whole lot more useful now. So I hope you enjoyed that, and if you're in any type of professional application or semi-professional application, I think you might get a serious some serious use out of this type of lens system. Aside from, and I just actually combined, like, you know, now I got a little tiny one. If I just need one lens, and then this thing, I've got 4 lenses in here in this big long handle. I've got my telephoto, I've got my wide angle, super wide angle, and then macro, and then here's the fisheye, which I don't use very often, but I have it. And I'm going to show you some of the, so this is a tripod that I use. Come down a little. I use this. This is cheap. This was like 11 bucks. 12 bucks, something like that, on Amazon, and I put my iPhone on there all the time. So I'll do a setup like this, where I'll like, okay, I need to do a down angle. I can actually do that. I can get some good down angles like that. I've got it almost straight down. That works. I'll do some close-ups like that. As I showed you before, I love this one. This is so nice and flexible. I can set this up for a little more stability, or if I need to get low and angle this back. This thing here, check this out. So this one is the one that I take with me most places, and it's got this little plate. So one way of holding the iPhone is with this thing. Another way of holding the iPhone is just, you need that when you don't have some type of mounting bracket screw thing, female end. So that's another way I do it. If I'm walking around, I can just, and this thing fits right into, like, I'll wear a hoodie with a pocket here, and I just put my camera in there. It's safe, covers my screen, covers my lenses. I can then use my hands for other things. So this is a great grab and go. But this little guy, this was like 12, 13 bucks at Radio Shack. It was cheap. And I take this off. Let me unlock it. Take this thing off. Yeah, it's one of these. Like that. You know, you use a coin to, like, but I'll put that. If I'm taking my camera, my iPhone, on and off of a tripod, I can just mount this little plate, base plate I think it's called. Alright, I'd get a coin and loosen that up, and then, like, but you get the idea. I don't have a coin handy right now, I'm recording. And it just slides right on there like that, and then locks. And then now it's locked in on a nice flexible tripod. Look how cool that is. Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah. I can set this up like. I'm going to record. There we go. It works. It works. Well, you know, you get the idea. Get the idea? It's versatile. Like that. Yeah, this all packs up in a little case, like a little bag that I have that I travel with. And just figuring out how to be an amateur YouTube guy. There we go. So I got that tripod, that tripod, that tripod specifically. Like this I bought with my, when I bought my iPhone. Got one for me and my wife at the same time, and I got this just in case so that I have something real cheap. Goes on there like that, and that's my choice. I also have this tripod, and believe it or not, it may look silly, but this actually mounts on there. Yeah, I mean that's the standard sized camera base plate, and isn't that cool? Yeah, so it turns this into a very, very good quality. More, put it this way, for the money I spent on the case and for the cost of the lenses, again, it's like probably around from $280 to $350, depending on the kind of lens package. I mean, they have ones that go up and up and up higher, but you know, for 300 bucks, that's less than I would spend on a mediocre like handheld camera, like recording camera, video recorder, whatever you want to call. I don't even know what to call them these days. Camcorder. $300 to $500 gets you a mediocre camera these days, and it's big and it's clunky, and then I got to have something else around my neck. So then I get a phone, then I get a camera, then I got to have all this equipment. It just, yeah, it's more functional for me to do it this way. I'm going to take some various stills and quick videos so you can see. So here's my kitchen. Look how much closer. And now on the iPhone 6, you can really zoom in. It's on my iPhone 6. Gets a little bit grainy, but still though. Telephoto for the Ipro system. And then I back out. And then without the telephoto, huge difference. This is the super wide angle. You can see even more. And here it is with it. And then with. And then with it. This is the wide-angle lens for Schneider Optics. Look at that. Okay, that's the wide angle. Let me take that off. You can really see the difference. This is the macro lens. The reason it's blurry right now is because these things are too far away. Macro lens is designed for really close. But what's nice, and compared to the fisheye, it's only still got a narrow, I don't know how to describe it. It's not taking in the rest of the room, so I can get very nice close-ups. And I can mount my iPhone on that tripod and then just zoom it way in. Look at the detail you can get. Look at this. The closer the better. You can see the texture. This is a carbon fiber wrap on, this is called a mechanical mod. You can see. You can even get down to like the very fine, this is cotton. This is cotton. You can see the individual fibers in that cotton. How cool is that? Show you this. Some of the things I do in my YouTube videos are events, but other things are just stills. Can you see the detail? Yeah, these are really gunky. Normally I wouldn't be sticking this in front of a camera, but you can see the detail. Down to the fibers in the cotton, down to the gunky. The detail showing me how dirty these coils are. I need to clean them up. Anyway, so that's the macro lens versus the fisheye. The fisheye had like the whole panoramic rest of the room behind it, and it takes up a lot of data. You know, it's a big video file when you do fisheye versus macro. I really love this.